Newtown, Connecticut.
The 17 is Kyle Jetty.
Christopher Gambos, the number 21 out of Naugatuck.
Pete LaPooch drives the 71.
Rich Heyman, the number 28. Rick Dulac, the 12.
Jason Lafayette in the 7 and Wesley Prucker in the 22.
Final row, it's Todd Clark, car number 00, and Tyler Hines with car number 25. Get ready, it's showtime off turn number 4. Rich Keeter stares him down, double greens are out, and the Shark leads him to the bottom of turn 1.
Bob Charland gets some help from Jeff Beaujolais to jump out to the race lead. Beaujolais now in a battle with DJ Burnham on the back straightaway for the second position. Burnham noses out in front by the time they hit turn 3.
No question about it, Beaujolais will try to fight back. Here comes Michael Christopher on the top side-by-side racing in the battle for third.
Crossover move for Christopher, drops down to the inside, gets sideways at the entrance of turn number 1. They're 3 wide behind him. Farino, Beaujolais, and the outside lane is Sorrell as they come down to turn 3 with a caution flag out for a car that has spun Lafayette off turn number 4, and well, there goes Beaujolais after the caution flag came up.
On the inside of the front row, he's a successful business person right here in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. Owns a store that sells Victory motorcycles and Polaris snowmobiles, and is well respected in the northeastern region of the country as one of the biggest sellers of those great product line. Let's see what's going to happen. Here's Joe Koss as we're about ready to go back to green.
So Bob Charland will restart to the bottom. DJ Burnham to the outside. Behind them on the inside, 82 is Mike Christopher, and Jeff Beaujolais in the 3 as a green flag comes out from Rich Keeter.
Well, Charland has just a giddy up to get him down into turn number 1 first. But Michael Christopher is creating some magic and making some noise on the inside, but not enough. The farmer, Burnham, moves back into second, and look at Beaujolais. On the outside, he'll challenge off turn 4.
His car is wound up tight up there in the outside lane is Beaujolais. Behind them, Farino, consistently trying to make this a 3-wide battle from 5th on back in that number 87. Farino dips down to the inside. Look up ahead. Sorrell is on the move. He looks for 3rd to the inside of Beaujolais.
No question, Sorrell is showing he is championship stuff. He's won the title, but he's going for the gusto. He now moves into the podium. Car 77. And where is Brandon Dion, car number 4? This is another one of the lead contenders in the Junior Stars of NASCAR. He's up to position number 5. There's Nick Salva working over Christopher as well.
Salva steps to the outside, that white and orange number 98. 82 is Christopher on the bottom. Dead even at the stripe, as a matter of fact, gives Salva the edge. Outside lane is working for him as he sails it off to turn 2.
Back to the front of the field, now moving into the 3rd spot is Sorrell. Beaujolais has to settle back in for position number 4. Here comes Brandon Michael running the outside. All of a sudden, further back, the Jetty machine goes spinning. Car number 17, will he get it fired back up so we can remain under green?
Here they come. Off goes the leader, Charland at the point. Jetty's car stranded at the exit of turn number 4. Brings out the caution flag for the 2nd time today. 5 laps in, 15 laps still here in the SK Light Modified feature, and it's kind of interesting.
For giving me a ride, making me, yeah, I mean, so.
Well, he's an experienced delivery driver, and he just wants to know if he can borrow this to deliver more parts back upstairs.
Sounds good to us. Well, let's see what's going to happen as we're about ready to get him fired back up again. Charland has been good for 5 laps, but the final 15 might become a different story. Here's Burnham on the outside. Side by side, almost 3 wide. They head down into turn number 1, and Charland still has a slight advantage, but look at that race for 2nd.
Battle down to the inside, the 77 of Sorrell. Look at the outside, number 3. Beaujolais tapped to the back bumper of DJ Burnham, pushes the 54 of Burnham back into 2nd.
Well, all that's been happening. Brandon Dion has moved to the inside. He'll try to follow Sorrell to the bottom side of the racetrack and pick up yet another position. Nick Salva on the outside, 98, white and orange car. Salva moves into the 5th spot among the quickest cars in the racetrack. Kopsick, we told you he was good. He's coming to the front as the cream is rising to the top.
Outside lane on the move. Beaujolais lined up with Salva and Kopsick, but Kopsick decides to dive to the inside. Sees daylight there. Looks to the bottom of Nick Salva at the exit of the corner. Salva, though, too strong to the back straightaway, will fend off the challenge.
Well, all that's been happening. Still a good side-by-side battle going on between Brandon Dion and Michael Christopher. The two almost come together. Meanwhile, Joey Farino hasn't made his presence known yet. That's really unlike him. We are soon to approach the halfway marker. Charland is still the leader of the pack. Burnham is still running in second, and Beaujolais is still in the third spot.
And Burnham starting to apply some more pressure to the back bumper of Bob Charland, looking a little bit low that time. Doesn't have the magic. Deeper in the field, Joey Farino is battling with Brandon Dion. Farino walks way up the racetrack in turn 2, and Dion drives away.
Look at Beaujolais. He is back into the third spot aggressively. Not happy there. He's going for second, Joe, as he comes off turn 4.
Diving down to the inside lane of the racetrack is Sorrell in the 77. Battle for the third position, but stepping to the outside, Nick Salva, 98. Outside lane is where he wants to be. Powers it to the back straightaway. Puts the move on the 77 of Sorrell.
No question, Nick Salva is a man with a mission. He goes to the outside. The white and orange 98 is almost there. He'll take over the 4th spot. Burnham gives a shot at Brand. He lets him know he's there. That's the battle for the lead down the back straightaway.
Single file for now. Behind them, 5th position, Kopsick. Outside orange 31, sails it into turn number 3, drives it in deeper than his competitor around the outside, and Kopsick now has the 5th position.
He certainly does. Sorrell continues to drop further back in the field. Remember, he won the big prize, and that's the title. Meanwhile, as the action shifts back up front, Nick Salva is starting to reel in on Beaujolais. Just a lap or so ago, Beaujolais looked like the fastest car on the racetrack. That's not the story now. It's Salva who's all over him as he heads to turn 1.
And Beaujolais has a handful because he's got Salva putting a lot of pressure on him for the 3rd spot, but that time Salva steps at the entrance of the corner, and here he comes down the back straightaway. Race for the lead. DJ Burnham is all over the back bumper of Bob Charland.
He'll try everything, but Charland has driven a picture-perfect race here today. Here comes Nick Salva. Bottom shot move underneath Beaujolais. They're side by side, door handle to door handle. Off turn number 2, white and orange car number 98 was almost into 3rd, Joe. He's forced to give it back.
Dead even at the entrance of the corner. Here is Salva digging for everything he can get on the bottom. Beaujolais winding his car up in the outside lane. Back into turn number 1 they go, and Beaujolais edges out in front. Give him the old short track, pinch down to the bottom, and holds on to 3rd.
All of a sudden, the effect that forces the number 31 car a little further back, giving the advantage to Sorrell. Black 77 coming back to life. Mike Christopher's Achilles heel has been turn number 4, and he will go around and bring out the 3rd caution. 16 laps to be a part of the festivities and the fun tomorrow. Lucky numbers are coming up. 2 sets of lucky numbers, Joe, today and tomorrow. So we've got prizes to give away today and tomorrow. So it's a double header for the Napa Auto Parts Fall Final 42nd Annual Edition. It is packed. Speaking of jam-packed, place your bets now, Joe. What's it going to be as we're about ready to go to green? 5 circuits, a title, and more. Bragging rights to win on Fall Final Weekend here at Stafford.
Rolling up off turn number 4, Bob Charland brings him around, sees the green flag, and it's hammered down on the right foot. Outside, the challenge becomes DJ Burnham in turn 1.
Burnham tries to go up the hill. Here comes Beaujolais. Beaujolais gets a car down under. White-black number 3 car. Challenging the Shark, car number 1. Charland moves back into the number 1 spot. They touch. A scramble. Wow. We've got Burnham around, and the cars that were in the top. What a change in this event.
That changes everything. Charland drives away, Beaujolais drives away, and everybody's able to drive away. The only thing that got hurt in that one was the pride. Charland, number 1 man, led a flawless until that in the final stages of the SK Light Modified feature. And we're going to shake it out here and see who is going to come out on top of this once they get the scoring. And look at the guy. Has a pair of wins this season. He'll line up alongside Steven Kopsick, who won the final Friday night event of the season under the lights here at Stafford Motor Speedway, having a chance to get a victory. Or will this year's champion, Jeremy Sorrell, 77 to the bottom. How about the guy that'll line up to the outside when we get set to go back under the green flag here? Ben, 15 laps, showing complete in this SK Modified feature event.
It is not over with by any stretch of the imagination. Off turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. We're about to fire them back up again. Nick Salva with the advantage. Kopsick has got to pull it down to the inside, or will he go for it in the outside lane?
Hammer down on the back straightaway. He's going to go for it. Here comes Kopsick.
Joey Farino goes around. Track is blocked. Everybody scrambles. Jay Goff and all of it. And so is it the one of Bob Charland, Dion's number 04, and it looks like the Burnham number 54 car, but everybody is somehow able to get away.
Friday night just 1 week ago, and now he's trying to be able to duplicate that move and to be able to get back to victory lane for second consecutive weeks and his second win in the SK Light Modified division.
And that is a major accomplishment in a division that is this competitive and this tight. Let's see what's going to happen as we are about ready to fire them back up again. Nick Salva, a kid with a ton of personality, both on and off the racetrack. Let's see what's going to happen as we are about ready to go green. And Nick Salva has just a little more coming up through the gears, and that gives him the number 1 spot. But look at Kopsick. He's digging in on the outside.
He's got more ground this time than he did the last restart. Here's Kopsick. Good run down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He's got a slight advantage over Nick Salva as they come back to the line.
They are wheel to wheel and side by side, but Kopsick has a slight advantage going into 1, giving an inch. They run closer than most people park down the back straightaway. Kopsick takes over the lead, 16 and counting.
Kopsick out in front. Salva back to the second spot. Here's Rich Hammond now to challenge in position number 3. Sorrell rides in 4th, and keep your eye on that number 87. Joey Farino is charging back up through the field. He'll work to the inside of Kyle Jetty.
Meanwhile, Jetty is also showing he has got the track figured out in just a few outings for him. Down on pit road, Brandon Michael side by side racing in the battle for 5th. Popsicle sticks are up, 1 mile left.
Here they come back down to the line. Inside groove 87, Farino outside, white 17. That is Jetty, still wheel to wheel. In front though, 1 car steps on a line, goes backwards. It's Hammond. He'll lose the 3rd position to Jeremy Sorrell.
It comes down to this as they head off turn number 4, looking for back-to-back victories. Kopsick gets the white flag. Final time down into turn 1. Battle, still a battle for the 4th, 5th, and 6th spot. And they are still dicing and slicing it that way in the event, but Joey Farino has found a spot back in position number 4.
Kopsick brings it down into turn number 3, looking for the checkered flag behind them. Battle for the 2nd spot. Here they come to the checkered
to finish in the runner-up spot to become the champion. And Steven Kopsick is out of the car on the roof in celebration. So let's head down and meet our 3rd place finisher with Kelly Lamisa.
All right, I'm here in 3rd place, number 28, Nick Salva. This is your 3rd win of the season. Congratulations, what a great way to end the season.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to have the car in one piece. I really got to congratulate Jeremy with that last lap moving on the championship. You know, he earned it. But I really have to thank all my sponsors, Dell's Vinyl Siding, JG Pool and Drywall, D&D Auto Works, Middlebury Consignment, New England Truck. Everybody who helps with the car. It's been a great year.
All right, congratulations on the finish. And we will go on to the 1st place with Tony.
Well, Steven Kopsick's out of the car, getting congratulated by his crew. I'll tell you what, that was very, very impressive at the end. A great move to get into the lead, and congratulations on your victory.
Oh, thank you. I knew my car was good on the outside, and I knew I had a shot start on the outside of Salva. He was a little tight, a little bound up on the bottom, so can't believe we were able to pull it off. It's awesome. Fall final week and get the win. It's a good way to end the season.
Well, actually, it's a great way to go to the pit party tomorrow and bring this car all shined up and sign some autographs. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. I just got to thank all my sponsors, NJK Automotive, Polcon Industrial Gas, been helping us out a lot, and Jarvis Brothers Roofing, and Newtown Pools. I wouldn't be here without them. TA Engines, Tony, Mike Paquette from CD Race, CD Chassis, and it's just everyone. If one of them was missing, we wouldn't be able to stand here.
Well, you all for them, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Jeremy, we're gonna wait for the camera to come over. We're gonna roll your car in a minute to present you the championship. But what a great season! What a great way to finish up in 2nd spot. You were very, very consistent that year, and this group of drivers are some of the most competitive we've had here in years.
Yeah, this was a great start to my first year at Stafford. You know, I've never been to a track that's more welcoming. You know, I've had more fun racing these cars this year than I have, you know, in my entire career. And, you know, I just got to thank all the track guys. The whole management has been a great time.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have a lot to celebrate at the awards banquet later on. A lot of stuff to talk about. But I bet you your notebook is about 3.5, 4 inches thick. All you're going to do this winter is review that and get ready for next year. But I'll tell you what a great way to start. What a great way to finish up the season as the champion. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's been a great year. I want to thank all the fans, my entire crew, all my sponsors, Bills Repair, Bop Transportation, LipTech Industrial, Roadrunner Express. You know, without everybody, I would not be able to do it. You know, it's just been a great season.
Well, it has for us too. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, we're still celebrating down here, but we'll send it back upstairs right now.
Well, congrats.